Hi, I'm Air Quotes. Is your faction boring? Join the funnest faction in Torn City, the Resolute. We are non-toxic, highly active completionists. We have ranked wars weekly for fun and profit. Join the Resolute. We started from 5k nothing and chained well over 1 million respect in less than a year. We are the Resolute. We have great perks, good friends, good times. Join the Resolute today. Ranked war guests are welcome. Join the Resolute.
Looking to get your kill streak merits? Losses Russ has you covered. Kill streaks, defense, weapon XP, single hit damage. No contract is too big. We do it all. We have over 750 registered attackers doing an average of 2,500 attacks daily and over 500,000 total hits completed. Contact Fatties ID 2680594 or Kern ID 2441890 to start your contract today. Also, looking for attackers.
This is an emergency broadcast alert. There has been a confirmed detonation of a radioactive bomb within Torn. We urge all residents to remain calm and listen to Torn Underground podcasts.
Welcome back to Torn Underground. As usual, I'm the Felon. Ara, we have here as well. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Good, man. Good. Yeah. So, I mean, welcome back. It's been a little bit since we've been in your ears for your listening pleasure, but it actually be a double episode, right? We're doing this one and the bonus episode we're gonna put out.
Yeah. So yeah, the last episode, that was all your fault. It definitely had nothing to do
100%.
with me drinking beer and watching the Lord of the Rings before doing the episode. So it sounds like it. I mean, you're the only person that's logical to blame here. So we're blaming you, and no one can do anything about it.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, backstory on that episode. We kind of just went over some like things going on in the game, basically, right? That's what we just talked about, like random stuff within the game.
Yeah, I talked about my Halloween shit list and
Yep.
other random stuff. We talked about Guy Fawkes Day. Remember that?
Yep.
That was
Yeah.
a good, really
Anyway.
good conversation about Guy Fawkes Day. Actually, that was the best part of it.
Yep. Oh yeah, huge. Yeah, you guys definitely gonna want to listen to that part.
Yeah, so just keep in mind, like, there are some parts that I cut out because I just, like, there's stuff that I regretted saying, and I'm just not trying to have, like, out there, really. So some parts of it, like, if it feels like you just skipped ahead in time, you did. So just keep that in mind. If a part feels like that was kind of jarring, that was kind of weird, it was, and move on.
Yeah, I think this was like the episode that Ara was the most like, what do I want to say, like critical of himself on. Because I mean, when we made the episode, I was actually like, damn, this is a good episode. Like we just like shot the shit and it was great. But Ara has higher standards. We're professionals now. So we had to redo it a little bit.
Yep. And I feel like it's really set in stone that we're professionals now because and I know he said that he's a little bit behind, and I get it. He's a busy guy, but when you get caught up to this point, thank you, Ched, so much for becoming a Patreon and supporting the show like that. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, so you sent me the screenshot that he became a Patreon, and I was like, all right, like I feel like I have to message him, right? Like it's Ched. Like, how do you not say thank you? And I'm like, okay, like he's probably not going to respond. I was wrong. Responded within like a half hour. And like I literally had to reread it a few times, just like understand that he is saying that he loves the show, loves listening to it, loves hearing what people have to say about the game in an unbiased way, and wants us to just continue making these shows just so he can kind of have like an inside look into how players like think about the game and shit. So like I was just mind blown. I literally left work early so I could call my wife on the way home to tell her what was going on. I was pumped.
Yeah, he said that the show is actually like really helpful to them. So this is actually a good episode to say that that's not what will happen this episode. Nothing about this episode will be beneficial to
Nope.
to Torn, but it
Nope.
will be a funny episode. That is for sure.
Yeah, this is Ara going for his second Oscar nomination.
Yeah, I didn't get it on the last one. They overlooked it. And
Terrible.
honestly, I think that means I should give up because I mean, if that didn't make it, um, but it is kind of funny though because my parents growing up, they always said that they thought I was going to be an actor, but jokes on them, I'm a torn podcaster.
Which
You
I
can
mean,
blame
really,
me.
I think it's better.
You think so?
Right?
Oh man. But yeah, so the main part of this episode is going to be about the Devil War with Swiss. What is it? Swiss Covert Ops. Did I
Swiss
get that wrong?
Covert. Yeah, SCC, Swiss Covert Company, I think. Swiss Covert Corpse. Sorry.
Swiss Covert Corpse.
Corpse. Yep. Tongue twister.
Oh wait, but wouldn't that be Corps? Swiss Covert Corps. Like it's like
I
the
don't know.
Marine Corps.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Whatever.
SCC. That's what they call themselves in the thread. SCC.
That's-
I guess we'll go with that.
The only negative part of this whole thing for them will just be us not being able to know what the hell they're called. The rest is going to be positive for them. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
And so obviously for the last kind of basic like forum read through that I did, I kind of just went right into it. That felt right for that one, but I think for this one, I think it's good to give like kind of like an overview of what happened before we get into it. And basically, what happened was, Devil, who's a very very known person in Torn, and his faction Trinity, matched up for a ranked war versus a Swiss Covert Corps, Swiss Covert Corps. They got matched, and Devil tried to graciously negotiate a complete and total win for themselves for no effort or work at all. And
What a
Swiss,
guy.
yeah. Swiss Covert Corps, though, like the evil faction that they are, denied his gracious claim, his offer, if you will. And I mean, how despicable of them, right? That they actually want to fight and
Yeah, in a ranked
try to
war.
win. Yeah,
Ridiculous.
they don't want to make a deal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
With the most fair person in Torn, like
Yeah, I don't
what
know
are they thinking?
I don't know who the hell they think they are, honestly.
Yeah.
So anyway, next up though, so yeah, no deals made, and they end up going in, warring. But before that, Swiss Covert Corps, like the evil, disgusting bastards that they are, came up with a plan to. He basically sent horse heads to members within Trinity with instructions basically like, hey, like this is like the stuff I owe for whatever the ranked war. Send this to blah blah blah. So that way he's not asking him to open it. He's just asking him to send it. So these guys would send it, and then the other person's like getting it from like another faction member so that they trust it, and then they open it up and boom, it's a horse head. And it looks like he actually got a bunch of people that like that, and which is pretty awesome. Yeah. No, it's awful. They're terrible for doing this. It's
No, I'm sorry. That is
It's
a
not funny.
huge brain move. That is a huge brain move and is absolutely incredible. And they posted a screenshot of Painkiller from Trinity, and when they screenshotted it, he was traveling back from Switzerland. So, like, ouch. If that's why, ouch.
but he really went to go refill his happy for the war. I mean, that sucks and all, but it's like you should still stay. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need the happy.
Well, I mean, you OD'd, so you have no energy. Like you really can't do anything. I'm not OD'd. You lose everything. So I guess you might as well go to Switzerland. I don't know.
And then so during the war, they end up basically losing to Trinity ends up losing to them, and it just doesn't really go well for them. It looked like maybe they were able to turn it around, and then coming up to the 2500 chain, they with Swiss Covert Corps, like the evil faction that they are, unfair. I do not support them here. They did the disgusting thing and did not have any target available for them for Trinity to make their 2500 hit.
God, like you're just supposed to sit there and take it, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
what ranked warring is all about? You just sit in torn out of hospital and just get hit.
Despicable.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. Raise the pitchforks, everybody. Come for
Yep.
Swiss Covert Corps, honestly.
Yeah.
Disgusting behavior.
How dare they put up a fight? It's ridiculous.
Trinity literally had to place that 25 chain on somebody on a different faction.
Yep.
Unfair.
Sure
Anyway, so Swiss ends up winning. The evil faction won this, and Devil was very upset about it. Rightfully so. It was stolen from him. The other team had better tactics and worked harder for the win. And because of that, Devil really deserved the win.
Oh yeah. Huge.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's like, we just keep covering just like bad things that happen. And I'm really disgusted with Swiss Covert Corps here. And so now let's read this post by Ploppy that got 514 dislikes.
No likes.
No. Why are you trying? Dude, we talked about this. We don't tell the truth about everything.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, sorry. Oh, but I did find the too long didn't read that you were looking for. It is in the forum.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the first comment. It gets summed up. Hold on, let me just find who put the too long didn't read on here. That way, for everybody listening, you don't have to go and read this, because it's quite lengthy. But Chili Spunk from SA, too long didn't read. Devil is a salty little bitch. There you go, summed up.
Yeah, I guess that is a TLDR. I wonder if he's gonna listen to this. If you do listen to this, hey man, it's nothing personal. But
I think he should come on the show and explain his master negotiating tactics that he has.
he's welcome on the show. I've been trying to get him on the show, but he doesn't want to come on. So whatever.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this will get him on the show. If you're listening, you are welcome to come on to the show.
Yeah, he'll either come on the show or add to my bounties. People we talk shit about who can't fight Ara usually just go after me.
That is true. If you can't beat me, you can go after the felon.
Yep, next best thing. I'm gonna take out his co-host.
That'll teach him.
Oh shit!
All right, are you ready to get into this?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, we're good.
All right, so I'm gonna be doing all the narration basically, and then I'm also gonna do Devil's voice, and then the felon will be the people that Devil is talking to. So whenever it's like chat, basically.
Yep.
All right. With our glorious end to the war with Trinity, led by the one and only Devil, I have come to share some juice. To tell this tale, I need to start at the beginning. The one and only ultimate warlord Devil marched to our gates, employing his irresistible negotiating tactics, telling us to roll over for nothing in return to save us from his ultimate warlord wrath. Bottom line, to activate participation, you need 10% of the total points you need to win to get it, Then it boils down to your own side participation per member,
I will check it and get back to you tomorrow.
Sure thing, Made up your mind, I'll be heading to Bannon shortly, So if your Ed wants a participation deal, I need to know before I log off, And what they got, was a shitty deal, and in the end, they could have cut the deal with us, and saved them energy, time, and money,
Have a good afternoon, less than 3.
If you end up wanting to cut the crap, and come to terms to end the war quickly, participation is on the table, None of us want to drag out war,
We need more than participation for that. Like I already said, everyone turned down your quote-unquote deal.
But after being met by resistance from the unworthy noobs of SCC, his warlord juices started clicking a bit, and he had to switch up strategy by employing his very scary and intimidating new tactic, showing dominance and his superior warlord ability by threatening the unworthy plebs of SCC. But keeping this in mind, what you decided to do now, will grant you less profit from these casses, One Punch came in big for the deal we gave them on day 2 when they gave up,
The fuck about profit.
And what they got, was a shitter deal, and in the end, they could have cut the deal with us, and this saved them energy, time, and money,
Have a good afternoon.
If you do end up wanting to cut the crap, and being confident that this scary intimidation, being confident that after the scary intimidation, the plebs of SCC would give in and open the gates for quick win, Devil went back to his castle. But what he didn't know is that the one man snuck into this castle with him, spreading horse heads and parcels to his fellow slaves at Trinity. And so this part is now Ploppy sending the horse heads to the other people. So this is something that he would say. Hey, Devil asked me to send the Zan I owe him to Easy 4 Ents and Barefoot Billy, but they aren't online. Could you be so kind and pass those along? Thanks. And then they would just do it.
Yeah, take it and be like, yeah, cool, no worries.
Oh my god, that shit's hilarious.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, brilliant. I have to say, absolutely brilliant.
After getting a hold of these unholy tactics in the lower class human beings of SCC, the juices of the warlord started boiling and the head started fuming. How could SCC dare to undermine the juicer warlord, absolute god devil? You just made Torn a living hell for yourself, with these parcels you're trying to trick my members with,
Still owed you some Zan, man. I'll send you the one I owe you once I return.
His uncontrollable rage was directed at the only one he deemed worthy of such strategies, his arch nemesis Pops, thinking that only he could be able to come up with such dirty tactics. These noobs, you teaching them to send parcels, Guess I got a few I can send to people, before event in the future now free of charge, While at the same time unleashing his giga-insane warlord rage at the dirty Ploppy who was responsible for the horsehead action. You clearly have no idea what will happen to you, No one will be protecting you now, I promise, you will sit in Haas 90% of the time during Christmas Town, Won't be much money to be made on it for you, This was too much for the giga-insane juicer warlord, and he declared the war to begin. What didn't go unnoticed, though, was the missing participation on one of his generals, Painkiller, who seemed to be busy with a trip to Switzerland for unknown reasons. It was because, he probably opened a horse head and wanted to refill his happy for a war, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever.
Switzerland's beautiful this time of year.
Is it? I've never been. I would go. After we get because we're saving up for the SM7B for you, the mic, and then after that, the Patreon, we can save up for plane tickets for me to go see Switzerland
Yeah, there you go.
for vacation. That seems fair. And that seems
No,
like it would
100%.
directly help
Pretty
the
much even.
podcast.
Yeah, pretty much same value.
Yep. Oh my god. All right. Back to this episode of Torn News. Stories from Torn. Is it possible that he opened up the parcels sent by his own faction members? This we will never know. With his uncontrollable rage filled up in the warlord juicer devil, he wanted to slaughter every last one of the unworthy SCC, but targets were scarce, and as the SCC had hired mercenaries to make this unworthy plebs of the faction from the rage of devil. So after 8 hours of rage, he managed to amount to a total lead of 267 points. Wow, that's insane, bro. He unloaded some more of his rage and went back to his castle to relax for a while. Best of luck, haha.
And to you.
Dragging a war like this shows big balls, haha. Self-hosp, everyone, haha. I am already having outside faction leaders laughing at you guys, haha.
Any publicity is good publicity. Thanks.
This isn't even publicity, haha. It's people laughing of you behind your backs, haha. You haven't learned anything, have you, haha? You think One Punch haven't tried this, haha?
Didn't offer me anything not to try it, so.
This didn't go unnoticed by SCC, who started pushing back, getting a lead of 1,000 points within 60 minutes. After seeing this, the Warlord Devil's blood started boiling and the fumes were coming out of his ears. He got so enraged that he managed to miss the 500 chain hit due to the noble knight Nova stealing all the kills from him. Seeing this as a setback, Devil Super Brain Mode, Trinity break their train and start again from the beginning. With SCC sitting in the hospital, his only target was the arch nemesis Pops. So he gathered all his forces to the team to gangbang upon him. But Pops had his clown costume on and disappeared every time before the final blow. This was too much for the Warlord Juicer. He screamed at his slaves for a few hours and went back to bed. With the ultimate Warlord sleeping, his slaves tried to make up for their failure. Of course, not the failure of the demonking devil. They managed to get a 1K chain going and hit the bonus, clawing back the lead over a span of 11 hours, reaching their absolute peak lead of 264 points. But there was no celebration to be had for the one and only devil. As soon after the strongest generals of Trinity went to bed, the sneaky SCC members started pushing under the lead of General Kumo and Mactastes, annihilating the lead of Trinity and clawing a lead of 200 score in a matter of minutes. When Devil saw this, his rage lost all control after SCC denied them their next bonus hit. Staying fully turtled for a full 10 hours, the Warlord started shaking and unloading some more rage on the leader of FCC, Don.
Laugh my ass off. Resorting to trying to pay my guys to met out early. Thought you'd take it a bit longer than that.
You started it, haha. That's your call. What he did, haha. I get why you've been so cocky, haha. Monarch winning the war for you, haha. What a fucking disgrace, haha.
Hey.
But this didn't stop Trinity from chaining outside of the war, unstoppingly marching towards the 2.5k chain hit, trying to get the massive 1.5k lead that SCC managed to pile back down to even When the 2.5k bonus was closing in, luckily for the fighters of Trinity, the one and only warlord devil was asleep. Otherwise, they may not have survived what happened next. There were multiple different targets available for Trinity to hit. But as the 2.5k got ever so close, all of the SSC targets came online and made sure they were cozy and sleeping in their hospital bed. The brave members of SSC started to bait hits from Trinity by popping out and forcing them to advance a chain until ultimately the bonus was right there. But as they were trying to find a target, panic started to set as they realized no target would be available. Trying everything, they messaged the members of SCC to med out for cash. So now it's basically them asking people, oh, this is actually, maybe this guy's a listener. So do you want to be in the next screenshots? Kios?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say his name.
Sure.
I think that was it. And then I'll be Lucid Dream. Hey,
Cool.
you want to med out?
5 billion.
5B? LOL.
Yeah, 5 Burger King, buy one, get one free coupons.
LMAO.
What'd you think I meant? I'll do a next chain for a picture of your faction chat right now, though.
But do you think he did 5B because of the whole 5B JFK thing?
That's fun. I feel like that's like a standard price for anything now.
Yeah, 5B.
Yep.
And then another one
Oh,
from
man.
Lucid Dream, as in another guy saying, hey, you want to med out? And then not alone telling a guy how much you want.
The desperation is great.
Oh, yeah, you gotta love it.
Like,
In the end, General Pick X2 was forced to hit the chain bonus on a non-SCC member, and the dreams and hopes of Trinity came back to this free win of a war. They were getting their butt cheeks absolutely clapped, were shattered. And then the next thing is one of my favorite memes, where it's like the Anakin Skywalker with what's her name? Padme.
yeah.
And it's like that. Do you know how to explain it?
So it's basically like them two talking, and Pick X2 is like, hey, I landed the 2,500 hit. And Devil's like, oh, cool, on SCC, right? And he just stares at her, and she's like, right? Wrong.
No. I love that one, dude. It's just like the more you look at it, the funnier it gets. It's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
Whew. All right, moving on. Trinity tried to hold on for a bit longer, but ultimately their frustration set in and they dropped the chain. After this, SSC started revamping up hits quickly under the lead of General Kubo, making a SSC win inevitable. I mean, yeah, it was pretty much downhill after that. I mean, that's got to lose a lot of momentum for you there. I mean, that sucks not hitting the 2,500 on an already
that
close
is
war.
huge.
Yeah, that sucks.
Wow.
After realizing this and seeing that he wasn't the top scorer, the insanely intelligent, super smart warlord devil told his faction members to stop hitting and give up the war, while himself still getting retals to ensure that he could get the top spot and put all the blame on his faction members. In the end, Devil managed to claim the lead score, and with that proved that he did nothing wrong and only lost the free win war to the incompetence of his faction.
Damn.
This is now him sending him Devil a single red rose, saying, "Hope this can make up for the loss of the 2.5k hit." Oh, he probably fumed when he saw that.
Oh my. Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
this is Devil using stink bombs on his, private island or
Private
whatever.
Yep.
A lot of stink bombs and stuff like that. And so SSC won. And that's it right there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man. So I mean, first off, incredible read. Good job. That was an incredible hour.
Thank you.
But it's just like we've talked about this in another episode. Like, just don't make deals on ranked wars. Like, you get into a ranked war, you fight, you done. That's it. Like it ends, whatever it is. Like I don't get this whole we'll let you get this and because then like especially in this situation when your conversation gets leaked that you were trying to buy a win and then you lose, ouch.
Yeah, seriously. Also, you really need to check this thread out for yourself for the memes. I mean, we really can't
Mm-hmm.
like go through all these memes with you because this is a podcast and we speak. There is no
Yes.
visual. So
Speaketh.
you gotta check out these memes. They're so funny.
Yep. Yeah. I
Um,
mean the thread is up to what now? How many pages? 13 pages. Yeah. Good read.
yeah, and I think there's more screenshots of Devil saying crazy stuff, right? Further into the thread.
I think so. With love from SEC the faction has like a meme up that it's a guy reading a book and the title of the book is how to effectively use bonus hits, and then the next picture is him pointing to the inside of the book and it says put them on the faction you're at war with, and then it's just him blank staring.
Yeah. And there's just so many golden ones. It really is incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder how everybody thought the Mickey Mouse voice fit for that. What do you
So
think?
really know Devil. Like I don't know him, and I've never really interacted with him. But from what I gather from a lot of people, that voice is from, like you said, the South Park episode where they made fun of Disney and like Mickey is like, the ruler. And
Uh
just from like what I've heard about Devil, like I feel like it fits him perfectly.
huh.
So I mean, I think it went perfectly well.
Yeah, it should be funny.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, but like just stop making deals. Just go to war and be done with it. Like, uh,
yeah, for real.
and I think somebody posted too that like since the end of the war, Trinity has lost like a shit ton of members.
Well, he mass kicked like 17 people at least.
He probably kicked the person who missed the 2.5.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, apparently there is no targets for them anyway.
Yeah. Yep. I mean,
You can't.
again, that's part of it though. Like you hide when you can't make hits and you come out when you can.
Yeah,
But
seriously.
goddamn, Swiss Covert Corps, their payout: two
Was it
heavy arms caches,
okay?
7 armor caches, 3 medium, 5 melee, and 3 small arms.
Good for them.
Goddamn, good for them.
You know what though? I still they should just rolled over.
When Devil comes to you with a proposition, you take it.
Oh my god. So here's a thing from Devil, a newsletter that he sent out, and I'll do it in the Mickey voice. If I wake up, and we are not leading, I will start mass kicking, and unless you have participated close to my level in wars, you will be kicked out, I am fucking sick of this shit, seeing Nova being in a base snatch 2 or 3 people, before any of you reacts, no matter if he is using scripts, all of you should be having focus on people coming out of Haas and nothing else, So either this war is back on winning tracks when I wake up, or it is lost and I start mass kicking, I had enough of this fucking bullshit, I did it.
I would love to see that, like their chat when all this shit was going on.
Yeah, and honestly, like, yeah, Devil just kind of reacted, I mean, pretty poorly to all of this. I mean, it's just kind of like, it is kind of embarrassing to let yourself
Yeah.
get like this, like worked up. Like, people are
Yep.
gonna make fun of that pretty hard. It's just like
Oh yeah.
everybody knows that.
Yeah, like 2 people who have a podcast about Thorn.
Yes. What, like, there's nothing also worse than getting ridiculed by a person that started a torn podcast.
Yep.
I think that's rock bottom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's really, I don't think there's any coming back from that.
No.
I mean, unless he wants to come on and defend himself. I mean, there's that.
Yeah, we would still have you on if you did listen to this. I mean, I understand if you come on and you're not happy with us at first, but like, I don't know, man, it would be cool to you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll grow on you. We're pretty cool.
Yep. And you can also still become a Patreon.
Yep.
That goes for everybody, of course. Join Ched, and you can help make our wildest dreams come true. And I could have like a massage chair. That'd be good.
Yeah.
What do you think you would get?
A bar for your drinks.
Oh. Well, no.
Right?
No, we would never do that.
I mean, only professional equipment, of course.
Yes. Like the juice bar, an espresso machine. That's all professional.
Yeah. Oh, it has to be. I mean, have you ever gone into your job and there's no coffee or juice bar? Like, you feel not worthy. Yeah.
Oh shit, they never have that for us.
Yeah, no, me either, actually. Shit.
Well,
that's all right. I never felt worthy. Yeah. Yep. Working on up.
That's right.
All right. And since we're like amazing podcasters and we think of everything well in advance, contrary to what we just said in the beginning of this episode, surprise, here's the rest of the episode that we had previously recorded. Just to kind of fill out this episode, I think there's a lot of good information that we talked about during that kind of chit chatter. But so you kind of get the best of both worlds. The first half of this episode is, our Oscar nomination performance. And now you get to hear me and Ara shoot the shit about torn stuff, which is, I mean, let's face it, it's really the reason why you're here. We're incredibly entertaining, and you love listening to us. So, yeah. So without further ado, enjoy the rest of last week's recording.
And if anybody thinks that was a cheap cop-out to do more work and record for longer, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm. You're absolutely right. Oh, wrong. Yeah, wrong.
No. We practiced this, fella.
God, I always screw it up when we're on air.
It's 5 a.m. I have to go to bed. I can't. We've been doing this since 9 p.m., dude.
Oh, man. I'm already an hour late for work. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, we got it. We got to just end it.
Yeah. And play.
Here's a message from our sponsors. Oh, God. And thanks again to Gerald for sponsoring another Torn Underground episode. That's Gerald, leader of Medic. That's Medic with 2 exclamation points, and her ID is 216-7612.
You should have picked Medic. You should have picked any kind of support. You ended up losing. It's all your fault. Should learn how this can work. You should have picked Medic. Wait, if you love Medic so much, why don't you join?
Just finish a ranked war and have a bunch of caches to sell or open to cash? The Cool Noob, ID 1101365, is buying all ranked war weapons and ranked war caches. Best prices. PM The Cool Noob, ID 1101365, for an obligation-free quote. PM The Cool Noob, ID 1101365, for an obligation-free quote. Good day, mate.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Came at you as a what's that? Australian.
I don't know if you were just portraying the drunk Irishman.
Oh,
but
no, I was actually
is not Irish.
Yeah, no, I was going for Australian.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fresh off your Oscar nominated performance for reading Dead's article, you figure that you're just a master of like voices.
Yeah. No, actually, no, we're starting like that. I'm already recording. That's my first surprise for you. I came in recording out of the gate.
Jesus. You're on top of your game.
Yeah, I literally specifically started recording before I joined the chat with you. That's how serious this is.
Which is pretty good because you said that you had been drinking. So like the fact that you're like that level of intensity and on your game, impressive.
Oh yeah, dude. No, I'm ready. So yeah, no, this episode is just gonna be like we're gonna talk about a bunch of things that we don't know really anything about, and that's gonna be the episode. It's gonna be a bunch of little things that we know nothing about, and that's it.
Yep. Yeah. So if you don't like hearing me and Ara talk, well, I guess that's kind of weird. But yeah, that's what this is gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know why you've been listening to. You know what though? I think that actually says a lot for. I think we've done a very good job with having guests on the show. So it's not just me and you, because as just amazing both of us are. I recently got an Oscar nomination. I mean, I don't know, but I got an Oscar
Mine got lost in the
nomination.
mail.
It was a lack of ooh.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to beat a dead horse there. Because actually that is one thing to say. I was paid 50 million to put out another version of that whole speech I did. Reading of Dead's post. I returned it though because I don't want to beat a dead horse. So we're moving past it. What can I say?
Yeah.
It was funny for an episode, but
Yeah, it was a great epislike
so I returned the money.
What a guy.
Well, like you know what, like I can't scam people. You know what I mean? Do you know how like we would lose all of our reputations so quick if I scam somebody?
Yeah, almost like if we like I don't know bought mug an ad customer.
And what's really funny though? I already told you I was gonna keep that money if I actually did keep the 50 million and did the extra recording, because I would have felt that it was like pretty much all of my thing.
Oh yeah.
But that just goes to show you I'm already plotting against you 12 episodes in, and I'm already plotting against you.
Oh yeah, I know. This was like the first inclination that you were like, I have to do a whole episode without him.
Oh my god!
Not split.
No, that is another funny thing. If anybody's noticed in a Discord, because again, you should join our Discord. It's we have a lot of fun in there. And if anybody's noticing there, I like to make jokes about how the felon doesn't get paid shit from all this stuff. It has so far still been 100% 50-50. I failed in my plot there to have an episode all to myself. But
See, I know what you're doing. You're just trying to make me comfortable first.
Yeah,
and then it'll be like a random Sunday, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm busy," and then I'll get like a ping on my phone on Monday that it's like Torn Underground released a new episode, and I'll be like, "Huh,
that's odd. I thought I was I thought I was one of the hosts."
Yeah, this is interesting.
But that's just me playing 4D chess, or is it 5D chess? 5D chess. Is that what the saying is? 5D chess.
Something like that.
You'd think I would know that, since I do love that saying. That joke. It really does get to me. I don't know what it is about it. But anyway, hello everybody. I thought the first thing I would talk about is my Halloween shit list. It was a pretty good time. Maybe if you were on it, it wasn't that great. But I gotta say, there was not as much salt as I thought there would be. I'm actually slightly disappointed, really. I feel like it says a lot to me that I didn't get that much salt. Like, I feel impotent. I don't know.
I mean, I think it was cool. I don't think you went like super crazy where it's like every single second they were out of the hospital, they were being hospitalized. Like, so I think people just got the fact that it's like, okay, somebody's watching me. And I mean, you saw it in the Discord, people like posting like, oh, some dude from NS is sitting on me every time I get out of the hospital. Like, It was so funny.
Yeah.
People had no idea.
Yeah, I had to definitely explain to a bunch of people what was going on. Because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I never did say I was going to act like there wasn't anything going on, and I'm just being a dick to these people. I just
Yeah.
I kept most people's whoever put someone on a list. I kept most people what's it called uh anonymous. I
Yeah.
couldn't think of that word for a second there, but I landed the plane anonymous.
Yep.
And yeah, so I had to explain to a bunch of people, and I think I'm just gonna go through a couple people on the list that I thought are worth mentioning. I think the number one person that I have to give on this list that is I think the winner of this whole thing, and it's not a winner of lack of being hospitalized by me and just really feeling my full sweet love embrace is Bierstein, because I didn't get any salt from Bierstein. And if there was anybody that I fucked up more on this list, it was Bierstein. And that's because I wasted a bunch of his energy. I interrupted a bunch of his attacks before he could finish them.
Oh, brutal.
Oh yeah. I more than 10. So at least a Xanax worth, but
Oh.
definitely more. I didn't count at all, and that's at least. Like it could have been like 15. It was probably around 15 attacks I interrupted for him. So that's a huge waste of energy. And I mean, the felon, how do you feel about that being a big Halloween guy?
Oh my God. So, I mean, luckily I didn't get that part of it of people like wasting my energy, but your boy tried to keep me in the hospitalize me and bounty me and all that, which was fine. Like it didn't go quick, but yeah, I would be pissed because like this event is literally all about using energy, and to waste it because somebody's attacking you in the middle of attack. Oof, that's
And-
rough.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like I think me and his like times of like when we're active kind of really lined up bad for him. Because I would be like, I had a pretty easy work week that week. So I'd be home at a pretty reasonable time, just on my porch, smoking weed, living my best life. And I'd have my phone with me, and I'd have what I like to do is I have YouTube on my phone, but I have it like minimized, but like you can still have it playing and with the video basically over torn, but like in a small window. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Technology is amazing these days, dude. I remember when watching YouTube on your phone was like sci-fi shit. And now I can watch YouTube on my phone while smoking weed on my porch and hospitalizing Bierstein on Torn. And so I would just be watching him, and I would notice when he came out of the hospital. And again, I'm just watching YouTube on my phone, but I can see what's going on in the background, and that's what really helps with like kind of being a little bit serious about Torn. And it sounds really nerdy, I know, but hey, I started a Torn podcast, so
It doesn't get much more nerdy.
but yeah, so I can I can do my own thing completely while still maintaining my objectives on Torn, which was in this case being a total fucking dick. And so when he would come out of the hospital, then I would go and and not start the attack, but go to the attacking page on him. And then I would wait till it says join fight. And then that's when the blitzkrieg came. As soon as it said join fight, join as quickly as I can, try to take him down ASAP so he couldn't defeat his target and hospitalize him. And I was successful on it a lot of times. And
Oh my God. So that wasn't even like you just happened to join at the same time. You literally waited to waste his energy.
oh yeah, no. At first, I'll admit, the first couple, one or two, were just luck of the dice, right? And then once I saw it happen a couple times, I was like, I want this to happen more.
Oh my God.
Well, see, he put an extra target on his head because he was hospitalized. He was running through natural section 4, and that started in the beginning. So that had nothing to do with him being on the list, of him screwing with natural selection. So it literally became like like it was perfect. It was like two birds with one stone. He was on the list and he was fucking with natural selection. So
Yeah.
it made it more motivating to really screw with him and actually waste his energy and really, screw with him.
Yeah.
And
All right, that's true.
yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, yeah. So I was successful many times, and
Yeah.
but the reason I would say he still won this encounter is he didn't give any salt. He didn't message me once. I never heard anything about it, and I got to give him credit for that because
Yeah.
most people would have been raging, and maybe he did
Yeah.
rage, but I can't say he did because he didn't say
Yeah.
nothing to anybody that I know of. And that's why I
Yeah.
would say he still wins this encounter because there was no salt to be had. And most people would have been so pissed.
Oh yeah.
Because I was literally
100%.
just like waiting for him to be in an attack. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was trying to be a dick. Ooh. And I didn't get nothing from him.
That's hilarious.
Absolutely
hilarious.
Next I'll go with Low Bag Dranger. She's in our Discord. She's cool. I got nothing against her. There was no salt to be had again. And I think I took it a little bit easier on her. A little bit. I was, hospitaling her more in the beginning. But I think that kind of goes for everybody. Because we also had OS regulator. There's nothing special. He didn't give me any salt. I hosp him a okay amount of times. A lot of these people didn't give me too much opportunity. And then there's also Octavia, Inside Trader. I hosp Inside Trader a bunch of times, but I am on his blacklist. He's one of the people that blacklists all of natural selection. So, it felt good hosping him. That was fine.
Yeah.
Anthedonic, I probably pronounced that wrong. He's like a 150-day-old, so it felt a little bit overkill hospitalizing him. I mean, the guy had no chance.
Yeah, total fair fight.
You know what? The next one though, dude. Oh, the guy that how do you say his name? But the guy that made our original podcast art, he was on the list.
Yeah.
But he gave me like no opportunity. He was always either flying or in the hospital. But remember, if anybody remembers when I announced this whole thing, I did say that there were people on this list that like I did feel like kind of uncomfortable about being on it. Like I didn't really want to host them. This one would kind of worked out because he didn't give me an opportunity anyway.
Yeah, he's in my faction. He flies a lot, so I figured he would. That'd be a tough one.
Yeah. And then Tangwulin, I mean, yeah, he's a forum troll, so I didn't mind hospitalizing him, but I didn't get that much of an opportunity because a lot of people hate the fucking guy. So like he was in the hospital a good amount. Respect of Death, pretty young player. I don't know. He didn't really have a chance. He didn't give me any salt though, so there's nothing really to say about him. Bum Fluff. So I mean, we've had Nova on here, and that has nothing to do with how Bumfluff got on this list. What am I talking about? But I got Bumfluff pretty good. I would say more so in the beginning. It definitely my attacking of him subsided as the week went on. In the beginning, I got him pretty decent, but there was no salt to be had. So again, I can't really say it won. There was no salt from him. So, and then for him, he was one of the people that like, there was a good chance of getting retaliated if I attacked him. Cause I couldn't stealth him. Even if I used my stealthy weapons, I couldn't stealth him. I could beat him, but you know what I mean? Like his stats were high enough that I couldn't stealth him. Because and also Xanti would be the one, the person that was a big subject of one of our last episodes. He would hospitalize me in retaliation for hospitalizing Bumfluff. So if Xanti was offline, it was easy to attack him. But if he was on, I knew I was definitely getting hit right back. bitters. He was. I remember him being confused of why I was attacking him, but again, no salt to be had. Hospitalized him a good amount. Catwoman, hospitalized her a good amount. No salt, absolutely no salt. And then Tixan, who's active in our Discord, he was on the list, and again, one of those I didn't really want to be on the list, but he was on the list, and he was really cool about it. I was able to stealth him for the longest time, and I was hoping I could stealth him the entire competition, and then I would just never tell him that he was on the list. But I ended up failing it. I think it was because he ended up being in an attack, and if it's like a 3 people in an attack, there's no stealth.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's how he found out. I didn't like disrupt his attack, but that's how he found out. And he was super cool about it. He actually already suspected me because obviously, he knows what's going on. He's in the Discord and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, so so mad props to him for being cool about it because I was pretty on him at first. This was what I was gonna say. He suspected it was me because he was online. I was always online when this was happening to him, and he knew about it. But obviously he was correct.
Yes.
Then we've got King Jameson. Nothing to be. I don't know. I got him a good amount. He wasn't even because I suggested that the people that you put on here were gonna be doing Halloween. He didn't do Halloween. I got him a good amount, but like he wasn't even trying to participate in Halloween. So I mean, whatever, Mean Mike.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't. Dude, I mean, this was a tough one. I kind of had a good excuse to not go at him too hard, and I didn't go at him hard. Because he very well could beat me if he got some lucky hits in. Obviously, my total is a good amount more than him, but he's a lot more balanced than I am. And he was rocking epinephrine, and if he got the right shots in me, I was wasting my energy. So it was kind of a good excuse not to go at him hard, because obviously I didn't want to go at him hard. He's given us a lot of content to our show.
Yep.
So
did you attack him? Did you successfully beat him a couple times?
Yeah, no, I definitely got him a couple times.
Did he give you anything back?
I think I won't say, but we made through it. It started off with, it was passion. That's all I can say about that encounter. It was just pure passion.
That's funny.
And then everybody's favorite, he's not the last one, but Radical Fanatic.
Bro.
I got him. I didn't get that much of an opportunity to attack him. A lot of people were already attacking him, but I attacked him pretty good. He was kind of the only person to take this personally. And then after the whole Halloween thing, he was still hospitalizing you. So I started hospitalizing and saving energy for him when he was online and just keeping him in the hospital when he's online. He wanted to make it more of a thing. I kind of just told him, like, hey, man, like, this is over when you decide it's over. Like, whatever, And he decided it wasn't worth it and to end it. So, cool. But that was...
Yeah, and it was so random. Like, I saw him attack me, and I was like, huh. Okay. So, and I know we put out the episode about him, and I know he's in the forums and stuff, so I'm like, I'm not going to say anything because whatever, it's an attacking event. Like, obviously, people are going to hit us. Now, like, people listen to us, and if people don't agree with what we say, like, we're just going to be targeted. Like, in the beginning of the event, Andy Man messaged me, and he had, like, 40 bounties put on him right before the event started. Like, people know you, people like, well, I'm going to screw with you. So, I didn't say anything. And then I got 10 bounties on me from him. And I was like, huh, little weird. So I got hospitalized, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to med out. And as soon as I med it out, he added another one to replace the one that just got claimed. Like, instantly. I was like, okay. So I tried to burn through, like, 3 of them. And as soon as all 3 of those were done, 3 more got added on. I was like, what is going on? So I ended up messaging him, and I'm like, like, what's going on? And he's like, something about a giveaway in your podcast Discord. And I was like, so you're mad at Ara, so you attack somebody you can beat. Makes sense. He said, well, it does to me. And I was like, okay.
I guess you can't take that from him.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, it's just, but the funniest thing is, so he hospitalized me. And then I got out. A little while later, he hospitalized me again. And then I got out. And then he lost to me, or stalemated to me. And that's when the bomb started.
Stalemated. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, I was so confused because, I mean, we put his stats on the Discord. He's like 2.8 billion. He's like almost
But
double
he's
my
2.2. He's 2.0 billion, but he's 2.2 defense. So kind of like I'm a strength whore. He's a defense whore.
Yeah. So yeah, it was interesting. And then yeah, like you said, he was still want to play, I guess, after Halloween and
to play.
whatnot, but
was his profile pic in playful mode? Oh, sorry, beating a dead horse. It's over. We're moving on.
Wrong guy.
Wrong guy. That's not the same guy. Oh god,
that's funny. But yeah, that was a cool thing you put on. I'm glad everybody was a good sport because obviously it could have turned super salty, but
it could have gotten really
I'm glad
weird.
everybody was a good sport.
Yeah, it turned out all right. I think I got a good amount of treats too.
So how did your Halloween go? This was like the first year you really took part in it. So how'd it go?
It went really well. I just want to make sure that I don't forget this. It went really well, and we'll talk about that right after this. Here's a recording for the last person on my list to find out who targeted him. And here you go.
You could try to ask Ara. You could assume it was Monarch. We could try with the truth, but it's just so rude. I could sing it high or low. When he dropped your name, you thought it was for the best. Now it is so obvious, so here it is. Stop wondering where support you on this hitting list. A Halloween giveaway tune. If you just could get it soon, I could make it high or low. Sing it on the radio. If you still want to know what you do, you could ask your co-lead Rue.
So yeah, Wes, it was Rue, your faction co-leader, that put you on the list. I'm sorry. That's rough, man. Having your own co-leader put you on the list. And like I knew he wanted to get caught too, because he would talk about it in our Discord all the time, but obviously Wiss is not in our Discord. I also don't think he's a listener, so someone's gonna have to point this out to him. I don't think he's a listener. So like Wiss, that's WHIS. It was Rue. It was Rue the whole time. Because we know he wanted to know because he was asking everybody because Rue would share the screenshots of him trying to figure it out.
Yep. Yeah, it was quite funny.
Yeah, I think that kind of stole the show there. So props to Rue. And thank you, Gerald, for putting the song together for him. Oh my god. Cool. But yeah, my Halloween was good. I attacked the whole time, and I was using a Revitalize SMG that I'm using from the Natural Selection Armory for free.
Free 99.
Free 99. I gotta flex that, you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
So so Revitalize has the Ara's seal of approval. Holy shit, dude. It felt so good getting that many attacks back. Like, it was 11% Revitalize, and I got a ton back, and it was great. It was awesome. Nice. It felt so good.
Yeah, pretty OP weapon.
Oh yeah, it's definitely way overpowered for like the Gigazords. It's basically just free energy for them, especially if they combine that with being in a farm or something like that. It's like, oh my god, they just have infinite energy.
And I mean, with dark, what is it? Dark power. The upgrade for your basket, where every treat you trade in is 5 energy. Um,
Oh yeah, that's intense.
it's yeah. So I went hard this event. Like I talked it up. I was talking with one of my faction mates, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to like go super hard. So I don't know if it's going to be profitable this year for me or what. And he was like, "It's your favorite event. Just go for it." So I maxed FHC, boosted the entire time.
Oh,
I had an MSC just 200 energy in the beginning and at the end, and I had 500 energy a day from the candle shop I was in because I saved points.
oh, right.
So I went hard. I ended up making 1,167 attacks during the event, and I came up. So I started with 600 in my basket, waiting for the upgrade that gives you 1,100 for 1,000. And I came up just 180 treats short of Nightmarish. I was so pissed. I thought I was going to get it, but going back to what I was just saying about the dark power. So I don't know if you've gone on this website torn.report that just came out. First off, the site is amazing. It pulls pretty much everything from when API was created to like give you all your stats. And there's one for just the Halloween event. So the dark power, the candies I traded in, this event gave me 8,140 energy from dark power.
8,000.
8,140 energy.
Oh,
Enough for an additional 325 attacks. And mind you, I didn't have this until day 3 of the event. Is when I actually unlocked it all and started trading in stuff.
dude.
So it's insane, like
I don't
absolutely bonkers. I ended up gaining 3,308 treats this event, and everything I traded in. So again, for people listening who are close to being able to trade in, like I said, I maxed FHCs, which cost me about 500 million in the beginning of the event. But out of all the items I gained, I gained value items valued 1.8 billion in that event in that week. So I profited like 1.3 billion this event. And like I said, it was like half the event that I got to trade in stuff because I didn't have it unlocked from the beginning. So
I didn't know Torn could make me horny.
dude, I love this event. I'm like, there's only like 12 months left until it happens next year. So just throwing that out there.
That kind of gives me really good motivation for next year. Holy fuck! Because dude, I'm at 531 treats saved up right now for the what's that called, to trade it in
Shadow
for
of Power
1,100.
something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like you
So
said,
you'll
you're at like
definitely hit it next year.
600. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll probably like I think I traded in like day 3, so like by day 4 you'll probably be able to trade in and have 3 solid days of trading in.
Oh.
Which will probably net you. I mean, I did 1.8 in like 4 or 5 days, so you'll probably hit at least $1 billion.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah. So going into it next year, where I'm literally starting off with just straight cashing in.
Damn though, dude,
I'm so
going at
excited.
it with FHCs right out of the gate. I mean, there you go. Obviously, we're splitting this ad revenue 50-50. How else would he have done that, you guys?
Yeah. I was My
Holy
faction
shit.
guy talked me into it, and I was like, you know what, you're right. I was really hoping I would get Nightmarish to get the merit and honor bar for it, but so just short. I'm sitting at 2,320 out of 2,500, and I got 31 candies in the basket. But I mean treats in the basket. But I mean, I owe a lot to Andy Man and Chev from when they came on to here and talked to us, because I mean, I had done events in the past, but like I didn't really know what I was doing, so it was nice of them to come on and talk to us about that, because it kind of put me in the right headspace. And yeah, I mean, did you see Chev? I think he posted it in our Discord. Did you see how much he netted this event?
I didn't say anything to him out of sheer jealousy.
Like 6 billion.
That's some good shit, Cheb.
Like, are you kidding me?
Oh my god, that was crazy. I saw it. I was working when I saw it. I was at work, so I was just like, "Oh, you're whatever, man. Okay."
You know that's like I don't know, 15 stat enhancers.
I don't care about
In
stat
1 week?
enhancers.
You can't even say that and people believe you.
I don't. They're not living rent free
Yep.
in my head.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything's fine. Moving on. All right. Let's go. What was the next thing in? Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about Halloween real quick. One more time.
No, it was still Halloween.
The record's broken.
Yes, exactly. See, we're right in the same. We're this is how you can tell we're professional. We're both trying to move on right there. We're both going to do the exact same thing.
Yep. So the lag in the beginning of this event. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It took me like an hour and a half to burn through a stack of energy.
Oh, I tried to get some hits in at first, but like it was impossible. So it was like whatever. I had to just go off to work. And get hits.
I was no help at work. I tried to like use it as like a bathroom break, and then like I couldn't make a hit, so it was a waste of time. So I literally just stayed on my phone because I knew I had to burn through 200 energy to use my MCS so I could use it again at the end of the event, and then get and do all of that, and then max at least put one FHC in to begin the booster cooldown to count backwards, and then use the refill. Like I was like I can't stop until at least all that is done, so I know that everything can be max for the entire event, and it took forever.
Yeah,
it was brutal.
Oh my god!
Let's go through the numbers real quick because I mean we all knew it was crazy. So during October 26th, there was 1 hour where we set the record for most unique players who logged in within 1 hour. Do you have any idea? Did you look at this newspaper article about this?
No, I did not. So this is all going to be fresh news to me.
Cool. So we set the record. In 1 hour, there was 11,925 unique players to log in.
That's pretty solid right there.
Within 1 hour.
That's a lot of nerds.
They also set... well, this is an even bigger one. We broke the record. We made history, I guess, because the record continues to go up. But Torn topped 40,000 active daily players for the first time.
Good.
So within 24 hours, there was 40,000 unique players.
That's awesome, man. I want Torn to grow. Obviously, we made this podcast because we love Torn. We want it to grow.
Yep.
And we're here with all you guys.
It's a great game. So, let's see. So in 24 hours, 3 million hits were made, compared to 2021's peak of 2.4. So 600,000 more attacks made than last year.
It's a solid amount.
Yeah. And overall, for the entire event, there was 6.6 million attacks made, which beat the year before by 2.1 million. They only had 4.5 million last year and 6.6 this year.
Man, that 2 million extra has got to be from that Spooky Dookie episode. I'm telling you.
Yeah, everyone listening was like, damn, I got to take part in this.
I think we've kind of sold ourselves short because, we haven't really we've only talked to Bogey. We haven't really tried to reach out to Ched yet. So, Ched, if you're still, I don't know if you're still listening, but if you are still listening, we're willing to work with you, make this a little bit more official. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Seriously. Let's, I'll take 10 cents per donator pack.
What does that even
directly from, so every donator pack that somebody buys, I think we get 10 cents.
Oh, that's pretty solid. So every time I get it, I get a little cash back, basically.
Exactly. You'd be paying ourselves back.
Chad, you'll still make a profit just from me buying donator packs.
Oh yeah, seriously. And then shout out to Cheb because he was on our episode too.
Cheb, not Ched. Make that clarification.
Cheb with a B. He's ranked 4th for most treats collected now. During Halloween for 9,128 treats collected.
And not to make everything about us, but, obviously look at that amazing guest we had. We had Annie Man and Cheb, the guy that got 9K treats on the show.
Yep.
That's the
Yeah,
vetting
I mean,
process. You know what I mean? Like we really
Yeah.
vet them. You know what I mean? We have a couch that we do all the vetting on.
Mhm.
I can't make that because we've had female guests. It makes me feel like dead.
Yeah.
I can make that joke about men, but I don't want to
Yeah.
make it about women.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
taking that
weird.
all back.
Every time we interview somebody, Ara walks in with his diaper on.
And if they don't laugh,
Yeah.
we record with them.
Yeah.
They have to not laugh at me in a diaper.
Oh man.
I don't want to
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
the Halloween event. That was the Halloween event in a nutshell. It was incredible, and only 12 months until the next one.
We'll get through it one day at a time. Right?
Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Oh shit, man.
I'm just gonna take a nap right now. Right now.
Yeah. Wake me up in 12 months when the next event is here.
Yes. So as I said, we're just gonna be talking about random things this episode. So the next thing that we're gonna talk about is right after this break. Carbon penguins, flightless but deadly. We have a strong focus on training, crimes, and individual growth. Plus 15% steadfast, plus 50% cans, plus 50% alcohol, along with busting perks and more, are our normal setup. We are one of the most active factions in Torn, proven by our 14th place in the chaining leaderboard achieved through our Halloween 50K, ranking alongside faction families like Monarch, Natural Selection, and PT. Join Carbon Penguins today to start a journey that will bring you to the top. Contact Matscops ID 2566807. Just finish a ranked war and have a bunch of caches to sell or open to cash? The Cool Noob ID 1101365 is buying all ranked war weapons and ranked war caches. Best prices. PM The Cool Noob ID 1101365 for an obligation free quote. PM The Cool Noob ID 1101365 for an obligation free quote. All right. So, we're going to talk about level 100s and how we feel about that. And I think this is one of those, we're going to put a big asterisk here. You might not feel the same way we do, and that's okay. Our opinion is not law. We are not Ched. So technically, whatever the fuck we think doesn't matter.
Nope.
But I did see a thread come up pretty recently about being, basically getting past level 100 in Torn. And it's not the first time this idea has come up, obviously. But I just wanted to touch upon it because I got some thoughts on it. And Fallon, let me know what you think of my thoughts. But it's basically that I think after level 100, you should be able to go past level 100 and have it take a shitload of experience, but also give absolutely no benefits besides just a number and a bragging point. No more merits, no more life. It's just to show that you've exceeded past level 100. That's it. What do you think?
Yeah. So, you told me that we were going to talk about hypothetically going over level 100. I've been thinking about kind of like what that could entail, and I really think that's the most fair because like if all of a sudden it became uncapped, right? Like the people that if you just kept leveling up and they kept like the same, like every time you level up you get so much life extra, it would be insane. It'd be like
Impossible.
It would be like NPCs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be ridiculous. Like,
So that's a good point. I like that. You don't gain anything from it besides the sheer fact that you have a different number next to your level instead.
Yeah,
I think that's
that's
a good
it.
way to do it.
Because imagine, I know he probably loves his name being in our mouth, but Realist Assassin with this, over 2 quadrillion defense. Because stats do play a part into leveling up, so that has helped.
Yep.
That if this hypothetical situation did happen, but he also got extra life from the levels. I mean, this is a guy with 2 quadrillion plus defense, and now he has more life. Like, that would be so ridiculous. That defense is overkill enough. It takes a lot to get through that defense. It takes a lot of people on him, and then people with high strength to even have a chance at cracking through it. Even do a couple hundred damage is insane. So to have him get more health would be crazy, but just no extra perks. Just bragging rights. Yeah. That's it.
It's crazy. So obviously, I'm assuming most people know this, and if you don't, you can learn something. But the Hall of Fame, when you rank it by level and you look at your level and you look at your place, it's ranked in order of experience within that level. So like you can see, like if you're level 10, you can see how high you are in experience points compared to other level 10s or, you know, whatever level you are. So like obviously the number one level 100 based off experience points is Bodybagger. And it's just like, I wonder like if they made something, like what level would he get to?
Well, apparently there is a way to find that out. And I didn't hear it torn underground. We did not independently verify this, but I did see a post saying that the true level thing actually works on over level 100.
Really?
Yeah. I'd be really disappointed if that was a lie. I'd also feel really stupid right now. But
I might just have to test it out. Wrong. I might just have to test it out.
Oh yeah, you're in a candle company.
Not anymore, but I'll buy one.
That's right.
I'll buy one. I would not waste those job. I will find some player. I'll talk nice about them until I find them.
Yeah, find out what level I am.
Well, you're probably like 101. I'm saying somebody important like Bodybagger.
Wow. Okay, well this is fucking over. I hate this shit. I'm done. Ugh! Fucking felon.
But that would be interesting, actually. Maybe we'll do that and we'll post the results in Discord. oh, I'm sorry, you left?
Dynamic and obvious.
Shut up, Mom! Stop listening to my conversations!
More hot pockets! Ma'am, bathroom! Holy shit.
Oh, man.
I'm actually happy none of my things unplugged during that rampage right there.
During that temper tantrum.
We're still plugged in. This is good.
But that'd be interesting. Maybe we can test that and see what it comes up with.
Yeah, with somebody important, you fucking piece of shit. All right.
I was just looking because we've talked about this player before. But so if you look at the top 20 for level 100, like the top 20 levels, they're pretty much all obviously old players. The youngest player at 2,600 days, he's in top 20 of level 100s with experience, is Argiscard.
Yeah, because he's a fucking maniac, dude.
He's at 2,600 days, and the next closest person is 3,200 days.
Dude,
600 days.
I hate that so much because it's like, dude, I'm doing very well for my age, but like, I'm not gonna be where he is at in the next 800 days. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah. I wish it could.
It's insane.
Yeah, no, he's killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he is the youngest, highest level right there for sure.
Yeah.
Looks like the next up is another monarch, is Lord Gorgon. Actually, no, Mad Buns, but he's also monarch. God damn it.
Oh, and monarch has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the top 20, but also JFK has 1, 2, 3, 4 as well.
There you go.
And we got natural selection has
our boy Andy Man in there.
Yep. Andy Man number 13 representing JFK.
There you go.
And Penicillin is representing you guys. Big
Thank
names.
You, Pen.
Huge names. Yep. But yeah, I think that'd be cool. Did you what was it? I think it was an April Fool's one year. They put a link on for level 100s to reset their game. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so Ched put out like a link and it was like like on April 1st saying you're level 100, click this link to restart at level 1. Like I think you kept all your I don't know if you kept everything or if you literally restarted. And I think he actually said like 140 people clicked the link.
What was it this April?
I don't think it was this one. I think it might have been the year before.
Okay, because as I was gonna say, I've definitely been level 100 since this April, so it must have been the year before.
Yeah, but I think he said over 100 people clicked it. It was a joke.
I think I would have clicked it.
I think it'd be cool to like start over. Like you keep everything. You keep your stats, you keep your items, your money, everything, but you have to regain all your levels. So like you're gonna be this massively strong level 1 with like 100 health.
Yeah, that kind of brings it back to,
up
I was talking about Biersey and how I roughed him up pretty good, wasting his energy. What made it super easy is he's a level holder. He's level 17 with 5 bill stats.
Yep. I know. That's why I had to level up, is because the health is so important.
Yeah. I just needed to get one hit on him and I was good.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Yep.
So he had no chance.
Yeah. They should do it like a Call of Duty system. You'd be like level 1, prestige 1.
We still gotta play Call of Duty together.
I know. I saw your invite. I'm sorry. I did see it.
Oh no, I just added you to my friends. It wasn't like a game invite, so it's cool.
No, yeah, I saw the friend invite because we're best friends. So
exactly, we known each other for years.
Yeah, years and years.
We didn't just meet to make a torn podcast together. So,
yeah,
it's not like I put a thread out.
That'd be weird.
That'd be weird. Oh my god,
it's funny. So we've had a lot of people ask us like about the podcast starting, and we've said it in the Discord, but like that is literally the story. Ara put out a forum post saying, "Anybody want a podcast?" And I was like, "You find anybody?" And you're like, "No." I was like, "Well, here's my idea." And we're like, "Cool." That was pretty much the elaborate plan of starting this podcast.
I think the first thing that we bonded on was the fact that we joked about how when we first got on comms with each other, basically, and we basically made it out that we were both like, oh, we'll if the person sounds really fucking weird. I was like, because obviously with podcasting, the voice matters to a degree.
Yeah, pretty big.
And so I didn't know if the felon sounded like, okay, we're going. You gonna make a podcast with me? Let's go make a torn podcast. You know what I'm saying, man? I didn't know if he was gonna sound like that. So
yeah, because it's super funny because obviously we started talking on Torn, so I would messaging him in game, and I'm like, all right, like, you want to try and get on Discord voice and like see if it'll work and everything. And you were like, yeah. And then I was like, all right, so like, what do you want to do? And he was like, well, let's just see if the chat works first. And I'm like, this is that time where you're like, let's see if you're not a fucking weirdo, and let's go from there.
That's what it was, because dude, again, if I got into that chat, you're like, oh, hello, let's do a podcast, man. I'd be like,
if I got in and I'm like,
well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Mode.
I don't know.
Yeah,
you notice that out that I left me.
Yeah.
I gave myself an out just in case.
Yeah, because if I got on and you heard me first, you would have backed out and messaged me and told me, like, yeah, I don't know, my computer's not working, man. Sorry,
can't hear you, man. I don't know what's going on. And then you'd be like, oh man, my mic's working. I don't know what you can't hear me for, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story of how this was created. So
Incredible origin story, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Whew. Goes right into our next story here of Taxon. I think this was something it's like it wasn't worth like going huge into, but like just to touch upon, I think it was kind of funny. The whole buyer beware ends ID 2825900. Basically the story this is TLDR basically. He was in a faction that was in a ranked war and he was offline without his revive. I don't know if his revives were on or not, but he was offline and the other team was farming him. So his faction bountied him to keep the other team from farming points off of him. And then because they did that, this guy logged back in and started feeding the other faction their newsletters and stuff. So he was basically leaking it. And again, I think that's kind of fair. I think leaking and stuff like that is, I don't know if that's what you're into. It's not what I'm into. It's not like cause enough to like really go that at somebody, but I think the reason that made this guy do it was kind of fucking childish, man. It's like, dude, of course they were bountying you. That's why you're gonna turn on your faction. Like,
yeah. I mean, you're in a war. Like, you got to stay safe. If you can't do that, then you shouldn't be in a ranked warring faction.
Yeah, if anything, you should have looked at that and been like, oh, like my faction cares about the war. Yeah. And then you chose to be a little, dare I say, cheese addict. I'm calling you a rat. And go to the other faction.
The nice way.
I mean, that's kind of makes you a loser, dude.
Yeah, you're also he's a level 15, 43 days old. So yeah, welcome to Torn.
Welcome to Torn, dude. They're gonna fuck you up. You might as well restart your account. I'm not for people quitting and stuff like that, but like, dude, like you're so early in, you might as well restart.
I'm pretty sure he has like 60 bounties on him right now.
Yeah, dude, just restart, man. It's not worth it. And then learn this lesson. Don't tell anybody who you were previously. And there you go.
And don't complain over bounties. Just let it go.
Let it go, man. It's not that big of a deal, man.
Like, yikes. Tough lesson learned.
For real. You ready for the next topic?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Guy Fawkes Day. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped. I don't have a fucking clue what that is.
I don't know what it is either, dude. All right, next topic. And the next topic is felon.
All right.
I didn't tell you this was happening. I didn't tell you I was coming at you over this.
You literally told me that you have a surprise for me, so.
I said I had multiple surprises, sir.
You did.
Remember in one of our previous bonus episodes, it was with Lily Pop and Lack, Larinick.
Yes, about the 100K.
Yes, and you said that we were trying to beat Sugar Valves to talking about the releasing something about it.
You couldn't just
and
let
you
that
said
go
we beat
down
him.
without.
No, I think we have to address this. I think we have to address this.
Do I have to like get up and apologize?
Nope, but you have.
I was wrong.
I flogged you already. I flogged you appropriately enough times over this. He beat us to it, and
yes,
that's why
he beat us.
You know what's the most messed up thing too? He even beat us to the furry bomb.
Dude,
with way more information.
He posted that article like the same time it dropped. Like I'm calling insider information.
Yeah, this is bullshit, man. Okay, because
Ched, Bogey, we need direct access to whatever is going on. Somebody said that like when something gets primed or something, like Bogey gets a notification. I think that we need some type of notification when something's going down.
We had no chance for that. We got both of those out pretty quickly, and it was still nowhere near in time to even possibly compete with sugar valves. I'm calling bullshit on this.
Yeah, hey, listen, props to the newspaper and Sugar Valves for getting that out. Congratulations also. I think he just got upgraded to some type of staff member, I think. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else.
You're probably thinking about somebody else, just like how you thought,
I'm totally thinking of...
that you thought we beat Sugar Valves to the story.
Yeah.
When he beat us on both the stories we covered.
Congratulations. You won the battle.
You have not won the war. Ongoing. The war is still ongoing, bro.
So this is what we need to do, right? This is the grand scheme. We need to create an event, but talk about it right before, or like release the episode right after it happens, so we can beat him because it's our event.
I think that's our only chance. we both have full-time jobs. This is his job. We're screwed. I don't know. I don't think we knew what we were getting ourselves into.
Yeah, it's very difficult. But I think the speed in which he's been putting out articles and the quality and everything, I think there's a direct correlation to the start of the podcast.
I think we're pushing him.
I think
he feels threatened.
Yeah, so like, good job. Also, you're welcome.
That's right. And that's an official statement by TU.
Yep. Yes. Fully endorsed. But yeah, goddamn. Yeah, he did beat us. I said that he didn't, and he did. I was wrong.
Yep.
Yep.
Before I get really heavy on everybody, is there anything you want to say to the people?
In general?
Yeah. Anything you want to talk about before I take the mood way down?
Oh boy. Sure. I'll go sappy real quick. If you guys listened to this entire episode, thank you, because all we did was talk. And it means a lot that you guys actually find us entertaining, and it's been super cool. But that's really all I have to say. I love this. I actually kind of look forward now to creating these episodes. It was little like we didn't know how the community was going to take it at first. So it was like, man, I really hope this sticks. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. And it's all because of you guys. So thank you. Yes. And also, I don't know. I'm sure nobody really reads the company recruitment threads, but I've gone into business with another guy I've been playing with for a little while, Chuck Norris, and we started a company, and we're waging war against Ara. And if you haven't read the forum about him trying to recruit people to come and work for me so I can finally be free, I'm pretty much like Dobie the house elf in the podcast, and like I'm trying to be free. So yeah, go check that out. And if you have high stats, come work for me, not Ara.
You will never be free. I own this podcast. You will be.
That is true.
You will be removed. This will actually be the Felon's
please,
last
please,
episode.
We talked about this.
No,
come on. We talked about this. I'm just playing, man.
So everybody thank the Felon for making it. 24. I think he made the 24-hour mark of content with me, and it's been one hell of a ride. So we'll be moving forward with me. And
open auditions for a new co-host.
No.
Nope, just Ara.
Me and my cat.
It's gonna be Ara talking in multiple different voices to himself.
God. So I'll see you next week. The Felon won't, and goodbye, I guess.
Bye, everybody.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to edit out. I'm gonna have to make sure I get the last word.